Hi, everybody. Would not let me on this morning, so I'm hoping you can see me. Good morning, Lori. How are you? Please retweet if you will and share this. Took me, I don't know how many times. No retweet option. Oh well. Maybe you can share it. Good morning, Noelle. How are you? Marlene, good to see you. We can. Yes, we can. We always can. Somehow we can. Oh, good Lord. What a day. Can't even get online. I was like 2 minutes later. I got to get online here. All right. Hey. Hey, Lee. Good morning, Dizzy. We see you, Margaret said. There it is. I can retweet now. I couldn't at first. How's Gracie Lee? She's great. Back to her little self. Thank you for asking, Judy and everybody. Hey, Tim. Good morning. Hey, Motown. Yeah, she's back to her little self. Hey, Brian, good to see you. I have a flooring installer here. Talk quiet in case he's an atheist liberal. I'm going to talk even louder, Lori, in case he is an atheist liberal. Emily needs to quit showbiz. Miley, is that what you're saying? All right, let me really quickly just read a little bit from Proverbs 16, and then we can go forward with the news. The preparations of the heart belong to man, but the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. All the ways of a man are pure in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the spirit. Commit your works to the Lord, and your thoughts will be established. Amen. She's going to be in an asylum like Brittany, probably Flatfoot. Yeah, I know. Now I'm going to talk even louder if it's atheist. Praise God, and been thinking of her. Lee, I'll tell you, as I said the other day, I have never seen a living being deteriorate so quickly in all of my life. When she was stung, apparently we found it in her vomit later was the bee, and there was a stinger in her paw that the vet was able to get out. But within a couple of minutes, she vomited, defecated, urinated, came in. I got her into the house, and she basically just stood there for a second, trembled, and fell over. And I've never known a dog, never heard of an instance where a dog went into anaphylactic shock over a bee sting. I mean, I've had dogs that have had reactions, swelling or something like that, but nothing like what happened to Gracie. And had we not gotten her to the vet's office, she would have died. That's just, So I can't, people have asked me about the EpiPen. I can't use the EpiPen on her because the smallest size EpiPen they have for a dog is too much dosage in it for her. And if I were to give her a little bit more than half, which is all that she could take of that, if I were to accidentally put more into her than that, it would kill her. So the doctor said, don't do that. Get Benadryl instead. Good morning, Renee. God is great, Judy. Absolutely great. I was a basket case, as you all probably saw when I was online asking for prayers. I really thought I was going to lose her, and I was just praying to God, please don't take her. We've only had her a year, like, please, not now, not now. And I wanted to tell you something that it struck me at the time, and then I remembered it later on and how important that was. I guess I looked like, I was going to be needing a cage somewhere like Gracie was in, because I just I couldn't even sit down in the waiting room up front. So the vet came out and he said, I know, Brian, it was totally amazing. So I'm telling you, you guys, carry Benadryl with you at all times. Your dog, your cat, your child may have a reaction like that, and you just don't know. And if you have Benadryl and you can give them the Benadryl before you get, to a vet's office, let's say, then the chances are better for them for survival. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I guess that's what anaphylactic shock looks like. I've never seen it. But anyway, the veterinarian said to me after she'd been there and he had kind of gotten her stabilized, he said, would you like to go back and see her? And I'm like, yes, please, thank you. God, because they never invite you back in the back, to see them. And so when I went back there, poor little Gracie's in a cage like she was when I first went and rescued her. and she, there was a cat next to her that was having some type of treatment. Oh, Benadryl for rattlesnake snake bites too. Wow. Yeah, Yuri, I'm just now talking about it. I was Judy. I was stressed beyond stressed. It was like watching, my child die. Right. I mean, and I don't have children. I don't mean to be disrespectful to those who do, but for somebody who doesn't have children, she's the closest I have to a child. And I just like, now I have that much understanding of what a human may feel when they lose a child. Of course, I don't have that understanding and I never will. But I mean, I got that much of a tiny glimpse and it wasn't good. But anyway, when, you're not ST all, and I don't know what that, so when I went back in the back and like I said, there was a cat next to her getting some type of treatment in the cage. Your cat's 20. Thanks, Judy. Judy said we completely understand. I just remember seeing the name. I looked over at the name of the cat and it stood out to me at the time. And I even I said to my husband about something about the cat's name, and the cat's name was Spirit. So and the way I'm reading that was God telling me he was there, the Holy Spirit. I don't know if that's what it was intended to be, but that's what it meant for me. I hated I couldn't get there to be by your side, and I really wanted to be there for you. Thank you, Carmen. I appreciate it. And I felt every one of you there with your prayers. I really did. And I so appreciate your prayers. Yes, Lord, Judy said. Well, I know, Dawn. And it was big Spirit, this big index card with the cat's name on it. I can get used to cats, Miss Vaughn. I used to have cats when I was young, a kid. I had a ton of cats. We always had cats around. And I went away from them for several years, and I'm allergic to cats now. I would love to have a cat, and I can't. I can't touch them. I can't sit where they've been or anything like that. And that really, I hate that because I just love them. I would have two if I had, if I could. Yeah, so that was my experience. I pray to God that never happens again. I have the Benadryl with me. We have it in several places. We're always going to carry it on us. And to see her today running around, I gave you that video yesterday so you could see, we took her to the beach. I wanted to just get her someplace where she could go and romp around. And I don't think she even remembers it. I got some cats, very unique animals, Don said. My sister's allergic to cats too, Karen said. We share Gracie collectively, except for the bills. We love her. I know, Lori. I know that you do. I know Gracie's like the crew dog, and I know that. And that's why I wanted to update every one of you. And, again, I was so thankful that the vet let me go back there. Have a dog and a cat, both beautiful. Yes, Lee. Like I said, I would have a cat if I could. I used to have a beautiful Siamese cat that I named Ricochet when I was a kid. Prayed for you and Gracie. Praise God. Yeah, thank you, Margie. And I do appreciate every single one of you praying for her. I know that had a big impact in pulling her through. But I'm telling you, like I was, and I'm still a little, like this, but I was the next day and all night that night, I was traumatized. I'm not even kidding you. I'm just still in shock at about how fast that happened and how quickly she could have been gone. And thank God we live about 5 minutes away from a veterinarian. Parenting dogs is parenting, no doubt. I held my Cocker Spaniel as she was put to sleep. I know, Jules. I've been through that before, and that I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Just glad she's all right. Thank you, Dawn. Me too. Whew. Ugh. And Robin is better too. So I just don't want to leave Robin out. I'm over Iowa. You're in Iowa, Mike? Oh, you're flying over Iowa. Oh my gosh. Well, do a flyby over California. Come this way and say hi. It's good to see you. Going to Vegas. All right. I'm only a couple of hours away from Vegas. I would go to Vegas more often, but what happens is when we go to Vegas, my husband and I can't go anywhere together because we take the dog. So one has to stay in while the other one goes out. I'm so happy for Gracie and you. Thank you, Yuri. Gracie is part of the family. You hurt, we hurt. Thank you, Lee. I'm here just dealing with my son. He's applying for a job. Wow. Very good, Robin. You mean you're not just going to cater to him and take care of him for the rest of his life? I know he's only, 16, but my gosh, and you went with your gut, chose the vet over the emergency center. Yes, Jules. I think if we had gone to the emergency center, we wouldn't have made it. That was too far away. How proud of our president are we? So proud. My gosh. Seriously, have you ever seen anything more stately, elegant, charismatic, well represents the United States? You need to take a dog nanny with you when traveling. I know, Dawn. I do. And I don't want to leave. I'm not the type of individual. I don't leave my dogs at home. I don't leave them in a kennel. I maybe I should, but I just don't. They're like family. Good morning, Susan. Please let others know I am not getting comments again. Teresa 1982 is not getting comments again, everybody. He's changed. Judy said, good thing Gracie is well. Yes, Mike, thank you. You can see it in his face. Yes, Judy, he looked regal. He looked stately. He looked like, he knows that he's representing America. He takes that job seriously. I'm proud of the man who died and the Trump honored him. Yeah. The man who was standing there that he honored. Yes. Did you see his awesome D-Day speech? Yes, that was really good. I get a dog sitter, but they sit with my whole domestic zoo. Dawn, one time I did that with dogs that I had before. This was years ago. And so they have pet sitters, right? And they're supposed to be bonded and everything else. I had 2 times that this happened to me. The one pet sitter came in. She locked herself out of the house with the dog. Luckily, I left a key with my friend about 20 miles away. So they had to drive with my dog to the friend's house to get the key to go back to my house. And then I had another woman who came in and, we talked to her first to see if we liked her and all that. And I told her, this was a dog, a little puppy that I had at the time. And I told her I said, don't wear good jeans because he likes to hold on to your leg and he's a little humper and he likes to put his tooth in your pants. The dog was a tiny toy fox terrier, right? Hey, Patrick, you'll want to hear the replay. And so the first day that she went to when she came over we interviewed her, what did the dog do? The dog grabbed onto her leg. Again, a little toy fox terrier puppy, okay, about this size, and put his tooth into her jeans. And so when she left, she calls back and said, I can't do the pet sitting because your dog ruined my jeans. And I told her, I told you before you came over not to wear good jeans. I told you again while you were here that he did that. And I said, there is no way that my dog ruined your pants with his tiny little one tooth that went into her pants. So that's why I don't get pet sitters. I've had bad experiences with pet sitters. I know, oh, boo-hoo. Judy, if you're a dog sitter, you're going to wear your best jeans. And again, a toy fox terrier, it would probably be like a needle being put into your jeans. I don't know what her problem was, but, she didn't sit for my dogs. That's for sure. And that was the last time. That was about, 8 or 9 years ago, maybe a little longer. So I don't use them. I think I would be a good pet sitter. But again, I don't think that, if somebody had a cat, I wouldn't be able to do it. But I would love to do it. Yeah, Dawn, these were all bonded. These were supposed to be, bonded sitters, very good and all that stuff. So I know, Pamela, it's insane. It's like, really? You're a dog sitter, for God's sakes. My daughter takes care of our dogs when we go on trips. Yeah. See, I don't have anybody to do that. If I trusted somebody, I would, but I don't have that. So they go with us. And I really like taking them too. My son's doggy camp sends video of his dog throughout the day. Now that's good, Sylvia. That's really good. We've been fortunate to have the same friends stay at our home with dogs for 10 years. That's really good, Margie. Us either Harry goes where we go or to daycare at PetSmart. Patrick said, I didn't even know PetSmart had daycare. Yeah, we have some daycare places around here. Yeah, it's Motown. That one was, well, that was two different people. If you have a dog, you have at least 3 sets of clothes. You know, Lee, common sense would tell you if you are dog sitting, you know, wear jeans for one, or shorts or whatever. But if if you're buying Armani jeans or whatever, I guess, you shouldn't wear them around dogs. Happy Thursday, Kim. So I don't know. That was the oddest experience. But we really like taking our dogs with us, you know, too. We found great places that we can take dogs. We go to dog friendly places and they have a blast. There's one place that we go that has a beach where you can have dogs year round and they love to go down on the beach. So we're hoping to when we take Gracie all the places that we go anyway, but she's never been on like a true vacation with us because last year, as you know, at this time, we couldn't even hardly take Gracie outside the door, let alone on vacation. So this year, I'm hoping that we can go someplace and actually have a vacation. I don't know what's that like. So we'll see. Back to what they have, day camp, $14 a day, great way to socialize your dog. Yeah, we take our dogs to Patrick to like dog parks and all that other stuff. So they're pretty well socialized with dogs, and the camps are good. The only bad thing about boarding your dog, the downside is kennel cough. That's that's the downside. Now you run the risk, but you run the risk of that almost all the any place that you board them. D-Day was beyond beautiful. Yes, the First Lady has been elegant the entire time, incredibly beautiful. Haven't seen a First Lady like her since Jackie Kennedy Onassis. So, okay. Now, as for abortion, Democrats are doubling down on abortion. My dog has a real bad case of separation anxiety. Aw, Teresa. It was so sad my dad was in World War II, Pamela said. Vacations overrated, always more tired after than I was before, Alan said. The ceremony was very moving, Dawn said. My 13-year-old cocker turns into Cujo around other dogs, Margie said. Was going to say kennel cough. Yeah. And you remember when I got Gracie, because she was in that rescue place, she had kennel cough, so. Michelle, I didn't think Michelle was a pretty, or elegant or anything else First Lady. Sorry. I know a lot of people think that Michelle was stunning. I think there were times when she first came into the White House with Obama that she looked, nice, carried herself nicely. And then it seemed to go downhill, rapidly. I don't know what happened with that, but just my opinion. My country dogs have no social skills, Dawn said. Yeah, we had a dog that we got that stayed by himself. We didn't have another buddy. Melania is ethereal. She is. And so that dog never really socialized well with other dogs. So that was another reason we wanted to have 2 dogs so that they could be buddies and socialize. My grandpa was at Omaha Beach July 22nd. Bodies were stacked like cordwood. I'm sure, Marlene. Can't even imagine. She just had a bad attitude, Pamela said. Yeah, it really started affecting her looks, Pamela. I think Melania has Jackie beat as far as elegance. I do too, Dawn. I had a pack of corgis for 15 years. 2 recently passed. Aw, Rue. So sorry about that. Ugh. Carmen said Michael was a blob in clothes. Sorry, but she was just sloppy looking. She certainly got that way. Like I said, I've seen 1 or 2 outfits in the very beginning where she looked very nice, but that was about it. Did you hear Pelosi say, do you want to see Trump impeached? But Pelosi, according to what they said, there were other people there, Schiff and other people, that Pelosi said she doesn't want to just see Trump impeached. She wants to see him in jail, in prison as well. And, what a thing to say about the president of the United States. So, I mean, that's pretty disgusting. What I was going to say too is it seems that that the Democrats are really doubling down on abortion. These stories that Trump spoke of were incredible, gave a whole dimension to the war. Yes. Yeah, that was disgusting of Pelosi. But the Democrats are starting to double down on all those other Democrats that are run. Oh yeah, rude. Just because she wants to see him in prison, just because she says so. That's the only reason. Democrats don't need a reason anymore for why they think somebody else is guilty. She needs to be careful what she says about him. Dawn says, "Yep." While he's overseas, yet I know, Judy. Isn't that when the worst comments come usually? I want to see Pelosi in a padded room. I think if you probably went to her residence, you might see that, Alan. Intelligence is a side of humans she can't buy for money. Yeah. Pelosi is just, like I said, she's got something going on. I don't know exactly what it is. But I think there's some mental and medical issues that need to be looked into. If they researched her and her cartel links, we would see her in prison, Pamela said. As I was saying, the left is kind of doubling down on the abortion issue. The Democratic Party, basically, we want to see HRC in prison. Teresa said, yes, she is ill. I think so, Judy. Show me the man, I'll show you the crime. Stalin's right-hand man. This is what the Democrats are saying. This is what Gillibrand said. As a party, we should be 100% pro-choice, and it should be non-negotiable. She'll be stranded on the tarmac again if she doesn't watch herself, Ruth said. If they try to put Trump in prison after his presidency, we need to stand up and fight for him, Ken said. Pelosi is pandering to the AOCs and care. Oh, absolutely. And what she believes her constituents want, which they don't want. MSM claimed he was so uncomfortable and unwelcome by the Queen. Yeah, that's why the Queen was like drawing in closer to him when they were at dinner and smiling and having a great time and walking with him. That's why she hated him. You know, you could just see how unwelcomed he was by the Queen. Give me a break. Did he look uncomfortable? Are you kidding me? This man has talked to people that you and I will never have an opportunity to talk to. People that have more money than all the people on the planet put together practically. And I don't think that he was uncomfortable. I think he was very comfortable in his role. And so was the First Lady. I mean, come on, MSM, quit lying. They had so much fun. Yes. Yeah. And I saw Newsweek. Who's paying for those other Trump people to be there? Who's paying for Eric and Donald and that Tiffany person? Who's paying for them? Oh, they're paying for themselves. And so then when that got resolved, it was, oh, but you know, they run Trump's businesses. So they're there looking for business and they're drumming up business surrounding his presidency. It's like, give me a break. Nothing satisfies these people. Motown said he was in his element. Yep. Yeah, Bruce said they think we can't see. Yes. He looks so relaxed, Jules said. Yep. Pelosi really screwed up when she said she wants to see Trump in prison. I know, BC. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. It might happen to you. A section of the border wall in New Mexico has been completed privately in only 30 days. Yay, Patrick. No government money. I saw that too. Stern is a hater. Yeah, Stern is a hater. So is, what's his face? Jim Carney, whose movies I will never watch again. Sarah Sanders looked gorgeous too, Yuri said. Love our first family. God, please cover them and protect them. Absolutely, Margie. Same people that paid for Obama's crew. Exactly. And the mother-in-law that, oh, well, she's a babysitter. Well, you know what? I didn't pay for you to have a babysitter. But that didn't stop her from going everywhere that Michelle went with the kids. They will leave our president alone when not president on to another to destroy. Yeah, Janice. Exactly. So, and, after in 2024, they'll find some other target. Oh, I know I had that on my Facebook about his family there. I know if I was invited, I would invite my family as well. After all, it was history. We were celebrating the victory of D-Day. Well, they were there the whole time, the whole trip with the Queen and everything else. Yeah, babysitting for 2 teenagers. That's right, Judy. And remember that one teenager, I don't know what her name is, the oldest one, who went out, what was she, 17 or whatever, and she was skipping around all over the country. So the question should be who paid for all the senators' families to go to Normandy also. Yeah, exactly, BC. You know, we did. We paid for 2 separate trips for the Obamas. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't ask Obama to go to Cuba. Do you realize the Dem Party will destroy our country? Yes, Pamela. I do. And it's not, it's the Democrat Party. It is that they are the elitist, globalist New World Order people that just happen to be mostly Democrat. But there are some on the Republican side that fall under the same thing. Malia Druggy, Malia Druggy. So yeah. All right. Democrats take family everywhere. Of course, Jules. Yeah, they do. Didn't they take them to, where was it? Puerto Rico? Weren't they taking people there and having parties and I don't know where else? Everywhere they go, they have these trips where they're actually having parties and calling it work. But, to the Democrat, that is work. It's a shame that the Dems don't recognize that they can destroy our country. Dawn, I think they do recognize that. The ones who are in control recognize that. Obama went a different plane than Michelle to be on talk shows. Exactly, Judy. Oh, come on. O was connecting to his roots, Alan said. I think state visits are paid for by the host country. Maybe. But I know the Trumps paid for their own, that Donald and Eric and Tiffany paid for their own trip. Pelosi in a bikini. Oh, please. I can't unsee that now. Thank you, Pamela. Yes, they took Beyonce and Jay-Z. Good day, Vandal. God bless you too. Yeah. And did you know that Jay-Z is a billionaire now? Just saying. He is a billionaire. So why work if you're a billionaire? We have Republicans who belong in the swamp. That's right. We do, Yuri. Goal of the New World Order. Yep. Yep, it sure is. We paid for the Clinton sex parties for years. Exactly. We probably paid for a lot of things. We'd hate to even see what all we paid for. So the Democrats are all in for an abortion. If you're a Democrat and you're not for abortion, then I'm sure you will be disowned by your party. So as a Democrat, you need to ask yourself, are you in the right party? If you don't believe in abortion, and you know now that your party believes in abortion, Satan does keep his minions rich. Yep. If you don't believe in abortion, then maybe it's high time you ask yourself why you're still a Democrat, why you would be with the party that would kill babies. Now, I just watched a video on Frontline that they had of this woman. I put it on my timeline. She's going into an abortion clinic, and the phones are ringing off the hook. Yes, hashtag walk away, Linda says. Phones are ringing off the hook. People are calling in to get an abortion or get that abortion pill. So she's sitting there and, just kind of serenely, yes, Pamela, because they didn't want it. The Democrats didn't want his security clearance taken away. So she's sitting there saying, I feel so honored having been given the gift of life, that these twins that I'm carrying chose me. But it's just not the right time for me. And I hope the two little beings understand that. And thank you for choosing me, but it's a bad time. And then she takes her pill. If you believe in God, why would you be a Democrat? I don't know, Vandal. I asked myself that for 8 years, how Christians who say they believe in God could vote for a president that was for partial birth abortion. Never could understand that. But, that's my issue, I guess, that I had. Yeah, if you watch that video, you will just be absolutely appalled. So you are praising a draft dodger and the world's biggest. No, I'm not talking about Obama. Yeah, I saw that. If you vote Democrat, you're voting for murder, open borders, and socialism, right? And you're voting for the destruction of the republic. Don't forget that. I don't get that either. My issue as well. Yeah. So, and people gladly went out and did that. I cried. We had second trimester twins in heaven. Oh, that video felt like a gut punch. Jules, that's just horrible. That is depraved. Yep. Lazy. They want government to do the charity work. Yeah. I couldn't believe her and how she's like, I hope I find peace for myself and just peace from others and peace from the kids that I'm aborting. I just God. But I've got other people to take care of. Okay, here, let me just give you a little advice. Just a suggestion. Next time before you have sex, use birth control. Or here, don't have sex. Okay. Did you see the bill passed in Illinois is worse than New York's? Yeah, Venda, I saw that. And, again, hey, Danielle, Democrat run states. That's what it is. So anyway, there's your Democrat Party today. Not saying that everybody who is a Democrat feels the same way, but they ought to know that if they are in the Democrat Party now, this is how they feel about you being in the Democrat Party if you also are not pro-abortion. They made her look peaceful and graceful, didn't they, Motown? That like it's just perfectly fine. It's okay. Illinois SR 25, nasty legislation. Creepy, Motown said. Yeah, was creepy. Yep. President Trump on Thursday threatened China with possible tariffs on at least another $300 billion worth of goods. And we're still working on Mexico to see if we can come up with some kind of agreement to avoid that June 10th tariffs taking effect, that 5% tariffs. I know that Vice President Pence, birds of a feather, there you go. Vice President Pence was supposed to meet with the Mexican officials to see if they could reach some type of agreement. Now, the U.S. Customs and Border Protection on Wednesday revealed that there's too many different methods of birth control to even need abortion these days. It's true, Carmen. It's like you wonder, I can't get in the minds of people, but you wonder why. And everybody's like, oh, well, it's just a moment. I got carried away. Well, okay. I won't even go there. So China will cave because they have no other buyers. The U.S. can buy from tons of other places, Motown said. You know what? I'm all ready to see Walmart lose most of its products because most of its products come from China. It's like I went in there a couple of years back and tried to buy a radio or something like that, and everything was from China. I wanted to buy American. I couldn't buy American in Walmart. It's like it's too many Chinese products, and there's no telling what's in the Chinese products. Remember in the dog food from China, poisoned the dogs. I'm not saying it's intentional, but it may be intentional. I don't know what other stuff may be in our products. Abstinence and responsibility is the best birth control. That's right, Vandal. Did you see the angel mom talking about illegals boarding planes with no security checks? I heard about that, Kim. I heard about that. Crazy. Let's see. The Border Patrol said on Wednesday that the May apprehensions topped 144,000. This year has been, they've apprehended 676,315. That's up 99% from last year. Open containers and boarded before Americans. Wow. Why not make pregnancy tests free? Well, when you get a pregnancy test, that's a little bit too late, Motown. Why, that's not going to stop a pregnancy. I heard that Walmart is Republicans' donor. I don't think so, but Tucker Carlson praising Elizabeth Warren's economic plan was pretty wild. I heard about that, Teeny. Tucker sometimes goes off the deep end. Or Tiny. I always call you Teeny. Don't know why. Maybe you should change your name to Teeny Tiny Mushroom, and that way I can get it straight. Let's see. The president of Princeton Policy Advisors predicted that immigrant apprehensions would reach 931,000 this year, but boosted his prediction to 1,072,000. The companies from the South that are closing because they don't have Mexican workers. Pregnancy equal reproduction has already happened. Exactly. Halfway. Everybody, if you could please retweet. We're past the halfway point. That would be Undabar. If you could please retweet. Hello, Joe. How are you? The Walton family are Republican donors. You're correct. I'm sure there's some other donors in Walmart besides Republicans. Tiny. Whoops. Make ultrasound free. Abortions go away when women see babies in their wombs. That's true, Vendal. I guess the elitists don't think the diseases the illegals are bringing will affect them. Kim, they don't, because they live in an ivory tower and they don't usually go around other people. You know, they go from the Capitol Hill into their limousine to home and back. Condoms are free, plus many health departments do free birth control pills. There's the arm and IUD, etc. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do. Rue said, I can only see my own comments. Don't know why that is, Rue. I have no idea what Periscope, why they do what they do. I don't know if you came in through Twitter or you came in through Periscope. If you came in through Twitter, maybe go out and come back in just through Periscope. Hey, Cully. So just try that. Let's see. So if you add another million illegals into the country, continuing to change the country. Sam Watson was a Christian. He donated more to the church than he keeps for himself. There you go, Rue. Abolish the minimum wage. It's illegal to pay citizens below the minimum wage. Same here in YouTube. Patrick said, you can't see the comments, or what are you saying, Patrick, about YouTube? Periscope. Oh, I have no idea. You know, I don't know. Maybe if Alan is still in here, he can talk a little bit about it. But YouTube is going through some major changes where they're getting rid of a lot of platforms of different people, probably mostly conservatives. With all the birth control pills being flushed down the toilet, the fish are becoming non-fertile. Great, BC. No comments here either, Patrick said. Yeah, I don't know why that is, because the comments aren't turned off. I'll have to check that later just to see what happened. I updated my OS last night. I couldn't see comments this morning. I restarted my phone and it works. So everybody, maybe restart your phone. Make sure you have an update. YouTube Senator Josh Hawley has announced legislation, that would force video sharing websites such as YouTube to turn off their recommendation systems for videos featuring children. They keep letting the illegals in the cartel will take over the U.S. There you go, Kim. Yep, go out and come back in, Jules. That sounds fishy, Cully said. The New York Times reported that YouTube's algorithm system curated and recommended videos of children, helping spread the content among the predators, and now supposedly they have turned that off. He said, this is Hawley said, every parent in America should be appalled that YouTube is pushing videos of their children to pedophiles. The bill imposes criminal penalties and stiff fines for violations. YouTube now prevents the younger minors from live streaming unless they are clearly accompanied by a parent. I'm not sure yet if that the algorithm system, if that has been curtailed yet, about spreading the content out there so predators can see. Alan said, yes, they demonetized or deleted accounts of a lot of people they claim are extremists, which means that they went in and got all the conservatives, right, Alan? And it said YouTube now prevents, they are also disabling comments on features, on videos featuring minors. So, you know, that's good. I don't have a problem with, censoring free speech when it comes to children and children only. If that's how you can protect children through YouTube censoring things and protecting them from predators like pedophiles, I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem when you censor adult speech that's protected under the First Amendment. Yes, mostly conservatives, Alan said. I believe Steven Crowder is one that they deleted. That's horrible. If that's true, that's horrible. See, this is the reason you need to go to a place like Clout Hub. Download the Clout Hub app, CLOUTHUB, where you'll be able to stream from Clout Hub and have your videos there instead of YouTube. I think they intend for that to be a paid type service, but it's not that much. Judy said it's true. Crowd is no longer there. Hundreds of thousands of dollars lost. Yes. A lot of people were depending upon YouTube. And, you know, Alan, the way I see it, they weren't given any notice at all. Crowder was just demonetized, Chesney said. Yeah. I don't compare what I do over on YouTube at all to Crowder, but that's even in my account, they demonetized me. I mean, come on. And every time that I would do a show like this, I would come back and they would say, Yeah, we're going to demonetize you because you spoke about something we didn't like. I'm talking about the news, literally talking about the news, and they demonetized me so much so that it was just like, the only reason I'm there now is because I can uh, stream over there along with the other platforms. Crowder just doesn't get paid. He had not been removed. Okay. Which is stupid though. Red Elephants got demonetized too. No, Crowder only demonetized, but he has Mug Club, Motown said. But I bet you the other platform, the 17th letter of the alphabet, are they still going? Is their platform still going? They're demonetizing, not deleting accounts. Yep. Cloud Hub. Nope, only a same day email warning and while it was happening. Crazy. Again, I don't believe anybody should be censored, even the 17th letter of the alphabet. But if you're going to do one, why don't you just go through and demonetize everybody? Hey, Rosanna from Montana. Just demonetize everybody. Put everybody on the same playing field. Press for Truth demonetize too. I follow a couple of Christian families on YouTube who support adoption. Have to say some of the comments I've seen are disgusting. What, against Christians adopting children? Is that what you're saying, Tiny? Cloud Hub is awesome, Vandal said. There's Gracie. Did everybody see Gracie come in? Hi, baby. Hi, Gracie. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to everybody? You want to come up and say hi? Come here. Come here. No? Okay. You don't have to. You don't have to. Love, Cal. Yeah. I've noticed, the founder and his team are great. And I've noticed on Parler that all the people just jumped from Twitter, the ones that like to attack everybody, the ones that get attacked, they all just jumped from Twitter over to Parler because they thought the president was coming over there. I've never really known who the real 17th letter of the alphabet count is, even though I wanted to follow. I do, Rue. I know, Gracie. They're working with NBC and Vox, Renee said. I know, Gracie came in. She's laying down below my feet now. She's like, I don't want to be on camera today. But she's in walking around. She knows you're pretending to be friends with conservatives, unlike at ACLJ. Tiny, are you pretending to be conservative and being friends with conservatives when you really aren't? That's really not nice. Gracie is shy this morning. Yeah. Vandal said not a big fan of Parler. Did you see where in the fight about abortions that Wendy's is now pushing for adoption? Kudos to Wendy's. Yes, Don. Yeah, Parler, again, I just see almost like the bad parts of Twitter coming over to Parler. That's what I'm seeing so far. They just move from one platform over to the other with the same stuff. You had us all worried, Gracie. I know. Gracie, everybody was worried about you, baby. You want to come up and say hi? Come say hi. Can you come say hi? Just a minute? Come here. I don't want her to start growling, or I would just pick her up. Everyone is pushing Parler. Yep, they are. The Catholic bishops not allowing the Congress people who sign in favor of abortion to take communion. Wow. Whoa. That's a big step. Come here, Gracie. Come say hi. Just a minute. And I'll let you get it. I know. Okay. All right. Just say hi. Just a minute. Just say hi. Just say hi to everybody. Because everybody wants to see you, okay? I know. Can I have a kiss? Okay, say hi. Look and say hi. Say hi. I know. Okay. Shh. She's growly today. Oops. If I want the best privacy, I go to, I don't do Brax at all. Okay, baby. Tiny had to go. Tiny gets muted a lot, Tiny likes to come in and kind of pretend that, shh, baby. She's a grumpy growlies. Are you grumpy growly? The Pope changed the Lord's Prayer. Yeah, she's talking. Yeah, we love you, Gracie. Say hi to everybody. Okay. Yeah, we knew. There we go. We knew that she was better when the you can go out this way. Go out this way. When the vet techs had trouble trying to they wanted to put a collar on her, and she's like, one of those what do they call those? Those I have a comfy comb, but those things that go around the dog's head. And she's like, no, you're not putting that on me. I just saw breaking news that Flynn abruptly fired his lawyers right before the sentencing. So I don't know what that means. I refuse to say the Lord's Prayer as per the Pope. Exactly, Cindy. I'm going to say it the way I've always said it. Growly Gracie. Gracie growling at Tiny. Exactly, Sylvia. Yeah, Tiny gets muted a lot, and he likes to, unfortunately, likes to come in, and he'll seem like he's going to talk about some things and be nice, but he just kind of goes off. I don't know. Letting us all know she went through. Yes. Queen Anne caller. Yeah. I wish that was we have what's called a comfy cone, and those plastic things, those are horrible. You can buy comfy cones. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're comfortable. They're not going to be poking in their necks and the plastic and all that. But I had to buy one for Abby when she had her when she was fixed years ago. Yeah, but everybody, with Parler, everybody jumped over there. I'm on Parler. I don't do it a lot. And I notice that people just don't tend to want to like, retweet, share, which is terrible. That guy, the funny fish, that can't change anything. I don't know what that is. Having a strange day, business getting in my way. Hi, everyone. Hey, Barbara. I left the Catholic Church, last one in the family to leave, Cindy said. Wow. Yeah, a lot of things are happening. There was one bishop that came out, was kind of talking against the what the Pope was doing. I was thinking, well, he won't be there very much longer. The Pope will get rid of him. Yeah, it says in the Bible, you're really not supposed to change the Bible. You're not supposed to add to it or anything else. So he's claiming that it was the closest to the original translation. I haven't seen that, so I don't know. But I don't follow the Pope. I follow God, so I will do what God says and not the Pope. So anyway, I think Parler and CloutHub are both iPhone and Android, right? Vendall, I believe it's both, because I know people that have an Android phone that have a CloutHub on it. But yeah, again, most people that are going over there are from the 17th letter of the alphabet, and also people who just want to argue all the time. That's what I've seen. What are those that add or take away? That's right, Vandal. I love CloutHub. Robin said the adding is almost last revelations. The last bishop to leave the church. Please lock the door. Broadway Joe said he's trying to modernize it in today's language. Alan said not supposed to call the Pope Holy Father either. Rue said the tariffs on Mexico gives his enemies a way to force the Republicans against Trump. Too many people treat the Pope as God. Yes, Kim. CloutHub is working on desktop version as well. Yep. Yeah, I talked about that, Vandal, in I did a scope like last week after I had a meeting with the founder of CloutHub. He did a private presentation for me and talked about all that they're going to do. It's going to be pretty amazing. It's going to keep, it's going to be a hub. It's kind of like a one-stop shop hub where you can do just about everything on social media, plus your business, get your news, make contacts, get discounts on restaurants and all the other stuff. It's pretty amazing. Hi, baby. Are you back? I don't know if you read my article today at susanknowles.com. If you would, read it and retweet it if you could. The UN is talking about abortion. They say that the U.S. policy on abortion is a form of extremist hate that amounts to the torture of women. Call no man father except your father who is in heaven. Exactly, Broadway Joe. And they said it's torture, and their experts independently declared the abortion prohibition is against human rights. Killing babies, that's okay. Torturing babies, that's okay. Taking scissors and just, clipping their spinal cords, not a problem. That's not torture. I really do. The way that I saw that it's going to look and how they're going to set it up, that's going to be pretty cool. And I understand they're trying to get some big businesses to get on. I don't want to hear it, UN, because I don't care what you say. They love to murder babies, these people. That they do, Mom, and they do. They really do. The UN and the UN should really shut up because of all the allegations against it of raping women that they're supposedly going in there to help. The United Nations, Renee. And that was a New York NYPD chief of police from Queens. What are you doing? What are you doing? Now, the Justice Democrats, the Federal Election Commission, is examining their financial discrepancies of that Justice Democrats, which is a PAC that AOC was a part of. NYPD police chief shot himself, Renee, killed himself, shot himself in the head. The financial records report that it helped pay off candidate debts that did not appear to exist, according to a May 30th letter from the FEC. I remember that they went back and talked about how that's why some of the candidates were spending that money and all that, because they were getting their debts paid off. 5% tariffs will make a GM car go up to $2,500. 25 will be at the end of GOP and Senate. No, Sally, don't go there. We're fine. We're not going to go up to 25%. It's not going to take that. This is called negotiation, Sally. You can't go in and say, "Oh, we're gonna put 5% tariffs on you, but that's all we're gonna do. But we're gonna pretend like we're going to 25." No, you make them think that you're going to 25%. They don't know for sure what you're gonna do. I saw a post college girls calling babies parasites and saying they don't have rights. Yep. What was it because he had to deal with the mayor? I have no idea, Barbara. Sounds fishy because evidently that police department actually saw what was in Weiner's laptop, Renee said. Yeah. Now, this may be the only time that I ever partially agree with AOC, but she came out and said that Paul Manafort is being sent to solitary confinement in her district. A prison sentence is not a license for government torture and human rights violations. That's what solitary confinement is. She said Manafort should be released. And then here's the part I disagree with, along with all people being held in solitary confinement. All right, Cebu, thank you so much for coming in. See you tomorrow, Joe, if you get to come back in. Yes, you argue high and agree in the middle on negotiations, Bo said. Bo rules. Who cares if things go up if we don't stop the illegals price will be the least of your worries. Kim, see, that's what people don't get. For years, we have been bending over, as we saw Obama used to bend over to everybody. We've been bending over and saying, go ahead and abuse us. Take what you want. We'll just sit here and let you do it because we got plenty of money. And that's what's happened. So if you want to break that cycle, you have to do something different. The Nazis killed Jews, claiming they weren't human. Same argument abortion advocates use for babies. That's right, Mendel. Absolutely. Now, also on Facebook, Zuckerberg wants the government to take the responsibility of monitoring people off of his hands. Here, I'll give you a hint. Why not stop monitoring people? Why not only go for the worst stuff like, pornography or live streaming murders and rapes and things of that nature and leave everything else alone? Do you know now, somebody put a meme up with the Queen wearing one of her red hats that said, "Make America Great Again." It wasn't a baseball cap. It was an actual hat that she had. And it was a meme. They were just, laughing. Ha ha, look, she's got "Make America Great Again." And of course, it was Photoshop. Facebook called it out as being fake and took it off. I mean, give me a break. You can't do anything now. Chipotle even said they would have to raise the prices of burritos by $5. Then don't buy Chipotle's. Like back in the day. Yeah. President Trump said Mueller made a fool out of himself when he made a public statement on the Russia probe. Yep, that's true. I know. Cindy, it was cute. It was funny. It was cute. That's all it was. And these people are like, "Oh, I got to take this off. It's fake." Why not just say this is a meme and everybody it's fake and leave it alone? I put the pickup lot, LOL to get to my dim friend. Oh, that's funny, Dawn. I don't, but it made news. But I mean, seriously, just say, everybody, for all of you who maybe have an IQ of, like a ice cube on a hot day, right? We're going to tell you that this is fake. It's been photoshopped, but look, isn't it funny? Ha ha. Come on, give me a break. She probably wants a MAGA hat. She loves seeing president. Exactly, Cindy. Did you see the meme of Biden groping the queen? It was funny. Yes, Ben Doll. I put that on my Instagram account. Adorable. The queen is cute in her elder years. Yep. I thought it was cute. Dawn said it was cute. All it was a joke. See, the humor, we don't have humor anymore. That's gone. You can't say anything that's funny. You can't have a good time. Okay. That's all. Left can't do memes. They don't get it. No, they don't. Chill out. The queen loves seeing President Trump and First Lady. She was so happy. She was so happy. She sat there and all the president's, family, the guys, did you see them in their tuxes? They were adorable and very handsome. The queen probably was like, whoa, let's have the Trumps over more often. How come no one is, talking about the Meghan McCain comment? I don't pay attention to Meghan McCain, so I guess I missed it. Let's see. All social media is ramping up against anything conservative or funny. Yep, Renee, I agree with that. But the group I Hate Jews is allowed to stay on Facebook. That's crazy. I've never seen the queen so happy, and my mom is British, Cindy said. Sometimes we have to sacrifice to get the end result we want. I'm tired of USA being taken advantage of. Me too, Sylvia. Unless you're Colbert or Kimmel. Exactly. Only the left can have actual jokes. And holding a decapitated head of the president, well, that's okay. Let's see. That comment went away. Did you see the queen looking at Melania's dress? Yeah. Sure. Everybody was looking at Melania's dress. Gorgeous. The president did a great job. Was very proud of him. Yes, Chicago Pops. Amazing. Would absolutely love it if the queen would knight POTUS. I know. Yeah, in some ways. I mean, I don't want him to get too British, or fall under their customs and all that. All right, everybody. Looks like time is up. If you could please retweet this, I would really appreciate it. I thank you so much for being here. Again, thank you so much for your prayers for Gracie. And, until tomorrow, if you could please retweet, please share everything, on Cloud Hub. I'll share your stuff. You share mine. Retweet. Okay. Everything she wore was spot on and gorgeous. I give up on trying. I'm in a lot of pain. Need another surgery. Chesney said, pray for Chesney that she gets healed. Queen puts Pelosi to shame, has her faculties incoherent. Absolutely, Noelle. I don't know that the queen is a heavy drinker or anything else. So, all right. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.